All right. Got a little something to talk about. I got a little gripe. Hey, y'all. So I got a problem with something. Hey, y'all, my gripe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, let me say it in 2 words. Fuck Utah. Right? You heard this before. People move here. All the... Oh my goddamn dreams. The dreams. Nobody moves here because of a fucking dream. The fuck am I talking about? Disoriented. You know why? Let me tell you why. I'm driving down the street. Alright? And what do you get? First thing in the morning. And not like some place I've never been. Not even a main road. Like a fucking street I live on. And you just get a blue beat up car. Not that it matters. With a guy with a middle finger out the window right in your face. Well, you know, about 7 or 8 feet away from your face. Really sets the tone for the day. What's going on? What did I do? I don't like the way I look right now. Has anybody ever felt that before? What about self-confidence? I'm on my way to the goddamn gym, for Christ's sake. Yeah. I'm bummed. It really fucks up my the tone for the day. And I wish, you know what? I'm embarrassed. I wish that it would roll off me, but I'm a guy, right? I don't know if women experience that. I know that guys do. Like, the guy was flicking me off on my street. Not that I feel possession over it or, like, ownership, but it's like, motherfucker, come on, you know? Like, on my street, right where I live, come over to my house and flick me off, you know? It's like, it's the same thing to me. Oh, I'm sounding so whiny right now. All right, I don't have to put myself down. I guess I do. You like that bouncy bounce? But it's just, there's a lot of nice people here in St. George, Utah. There really are. And there's a lot of fucking garbage people. Now, didn't I just describe every fucking place on planet Earth? Probably, but there's a very specific breed. You ever been on a road trip through Colorado and you get that crazy fucking Colorado hick? Yeah, I said hick, and I mean hillbilly. Those words haven't been taken away from me yet. You get the crazy hick on the road who's like flicking you off, tailgating you, pretending like he's gonna ride you off the road. It's unnerving. You feel like you're in fucking Joyride, the movie or something. Remember Joyride? Does anybody? It's fucking unnerving. It's unnerving to have that happen and the middle finger and the whole thing, and it's just like, god damn, what did I do? I was just driving to a fucking water store in the gym, post office. Fuck did I do to that motherfucker? But obviously, I didn't do anything to him. I wasn't driving bad. I was fucking driving the speed limit, which is 25 miles. I was probably going 28, 29. On a suburban side street. Whew. Wanted to turn around, follow him. For what? Am I gonna go start a fight with them? That will end well. I'm sure of it. No. So all you do is you grow angry about it. And I think there's people who just can experience that, and it really does just roll off them like it doesn't mean anything to them. To me, it must really strike on something deep, because my response to it is so immediate and it's so disproportionate to the actual stimulus. In this case, just a middle finger out the window. Just colors my fucking reality for so long. But you know what? There are some fucking shitty people here. Again, it's like, where can you really go with talking about how people suck? Talking about how they're shitty people. You know, the religious folks would say to pity him, right? Turn the other cheek and pity him. I don't fucking roll with that. I hope the motherfucker dies, and I mean that. What did he do? All he did was a middle finger? Sorry, that's enough. I have no, in terms of my feelings at least, I just have no tolerance for somebody who is the type of person who creates problems for other people where there aren't any. And for one who just seeks to just fucking fuck people's brains up. Alright, I feel like a little bitch for feeling as strongly as I do about this topic. Oh my god, is it a YouTube video like that? I'm a dumb guy. Alright, somebody tells me to fuck myself from a passing car, and I want to go follow him. And what? I don't know. Nothing. Nothing. Because if they came to my window, I'd be like, you know? I don't know. I think there are more garbage people, and I don't like the way that sounds, but I think there's more fucking garbage people in fucking St. George, Utah than most places I've lived. A limited amount of high-minded, what an expression, high-minded. Truly limited amount of high-minded, sensitive, caring, compassionate individuals in this town. And I don't like it. I like the town otherwise, in some ways. In a lot of ways, I don't. Look, I'm not going to fucking live here forever. Unless I become a basket case. And when I say basket case, I'm talking about Johnny got his gun. I'm a torso. What am I talking about becoming a torso for? Alright, I'm going to go do chest day. I'm sorry this happened. I truly am. Alright. Heard of post-nut clarity, right? Guys like to say that. Maybe girls too. I've only heard guys say it. Don't want to be sexist. I got a little post-gym clarity. You know, one thing I'll say is, I'm not glad the guy flicked me off for no reason. I know, it's embarrassing to still be talking about it, but I have some new introspection, I think. But I did have the rage. I did have the rage within, which enabled me to lift a little harder. So thank you, Utah trash piece of fuck, for that. Oh, I'm not mad still, am I? No, honestly, I'm like way more calm about it. But I had some interesting thoughts at the gym. Turn the video off and now, just kidding. Great way to start a sentence with a vocalized pause. You ever take speech class? They're like, don't say and they call them vocalized pauses. Here's what I want to say. I was thinking at the gym, because, you know, it's perplexing to me, is why is my reaction so seemingly disproportionate to the event? A middle finger out the window from a stranger should be a passing nothing, right? I think what it is for me is I can't stand arrogance, okay? What is arrogance? You go look it up. Basically, an offensive sense of superiority, all right? That's what arrogance is. At its most basic, is an offensive sense of superiority, aka somebody who believes or feels that they're superior to you. To put that in simpler terms yet, somebody who thinks they're better than you, right? And I guess that's a bother to me. Now, how did I conclude that the guy who put the middle finger out the window at me was better, thought he was better than me? Because that seems like a stretch, am I right? No. And here's why. Okay, I just, you know, it's not just that I feel like somebody's declaring their superiority. For me, it calls back to childhood and above. I think about doing squats at the park in Bay Ridge when I was 20-something and kids yelling, faggot! And I'm brought back to just faggot, loser, Jew boy, queer, loser above all, as a child, as a big one. And just people, kids thinking they can tell you that, they can call you that, right? And so what is my conclusion about the superiority? Well, who else would come up to you and call you a loser other than somebody who isn't a loser, who's somebody who doesn't believe they're a loser, somebody who believes they're better than you? And I guess I got to this conclusion because I was thinking, like, in my mind, I'm like, you know, being hyper vigilant. I'm driving this situation of like, okay, I back the car up and I turn around and I say, hey, what's going on, man? That person's attitude would not change. Whatever they didn't like me for, I mean, I guess it could be a fluke. Still embarrassed to be talking about it still. It could be a fluke that they were just going to give the middle finger to anybody, but it felt like it was specific to me. And so, would their attitude change, do you think, if I approached them face to face? Do you think they'd say, I'm really sorry, that was just, I don't know what I was doing? No. I know the people. I know this motherfucker. I don't know that individual, but I know people just like this. It's this I grew up with them. It's a kind of arrogance that, it's bewildering. I almost don't have the words for it. And what is wrong with somebody being better than me, you know? If you subscribe to the fucking Ayn Rand school of thought, some people are born better than others. I know a lot of folks don't like that. I don't like it either, but I did like her writing. I did like Atlas Shrugged. I did like Fountainhead, The Living, Anthem. All her fictional works. Never even attempted her philosophy, because the parts of those books I just mentioned where she gets into, like, I want to say it's in Atlas Shrugged or Fountainhead. I think it's Atlas, where there's like a 45-page like declaration of philosophy. Same thing with 1984. I can't fucking read that section of 1984. Great book otherwise, obviously. Hashtag relevant, hashtag 1984 is now. What's that joke? God damn, what was I hearing again? 1984 is 2024. Can't remember it at present. Anyhow, as you can tell, I'm a little bit calmed down now. I'm not as distraught as I am. But I still really do, like, do I want to go live in a magical island where there's only really good, awesome people? Yeah, wouldn't that be great? But the problem is, that doesn't exist. And the reason it doesn't exist is because, this is so, what am I trying to be philosophical? I just want to state the obvious. Humanity is imperfect. Every individual is imperfect. And I don't just mean like, oops, I forgot to bring the thing to the place. I mean like, there's a part of me who's a total piece of shit. Bad person. Legitimately bad person. Right? And I think everybody has that. I mean, I want to say I know everybody has it, but I don't know what other people's minds and lives are like. Is that not what they call the great dichotomy? Is that not the yin and the yang? The dark and the light? I'm not trying to get spiritual. What happens, though, with Middle Finger Guy? What happens that his, I don't know if it's the yin or the yang. I'm going to guess it's the yang. It's probably the bad one, right? The dark one. What happens to a person that their fucking shittiness gets spirals so completely out of control that they no longer function as a, I'll just say, friendly and polite part of society, right? Do I want to flick people off? Of course. I can't. If I recounted some of my road rage incidences, I think so, to you, you might find it staggering. I've been on the road a lot. I used to drive a lot, right? I've driven for a living. Used to live in New York, and I drove back to Michigan all the time. And I've had some fucking disturbing ones, legitimately dangerous ones too. I've never given somebody the finger. Now, does that make me better than anybody? No. I don't think so. Do I think so? No, it just makes me more well-adjusted. There's people in society who aren't well adjusted. This is going nowhere. Did you turn it off already? I hope you did. I'm just, thank heavens for the gym. You know, you can go there, you can work some of that steam off. The gym. You know what it is for me with the gym? I hate myself less, happier with my body. I was looking at my body shirtless in the mirror last night, and I was like, all right, I'm happy with the way I look right now at age 36. Like, I'm not hating myself. And that's the result of 6 days at the gym. I'm not preaching. I just wanted to say, for me, it leads to the gym and exercise and hockey leads to less self-hatred. And as Paul Francisco, who is undoubtedly not watching this, if you are, I'm blown away and bless your heart. Thank you for agreeing with me on this, or for kind of enlightening me to it. He just told me that when he is doing something physical, like if he's doing some sort of exercise every day, 9 times out of 10, he's not fucking wallowing in depression. And it's not, wallowing in depression. What a bullshit way to phrase that. That's kind of like the people who don't believe in depression, which I think I used to be one, which is funny because I've been depressed for years, apparently. People who don't believe in depression, they'll say, oh, depression it's a lazy man's. Hey, Dan, if you're listening, my brother, you said that once, and I'm not trying to out you here. I just, didn't know what to do with it at the time. And now I kind of see it for what it is, which is probably somebody who's never either experienced or acknowledged their own depression, or, again, possibly hasn't experienced it, trying to conceive of what somebody else is going through when they're depressed. Again, a word I don't even like that much, because to me it's just like sadness. But I do wonder, it's odd to me when I meet people, which isn't often, I don't meet people often, but when I have met people who don't feel the way I do at all times. And they don't have this kind of bleak perspective on reality. And basically their life isn't just one miserable exercise to the next, peppered with things that we do to make it more tolerable. I said we. Who's that? We the depressed? Don't know what I meant by that. Anyhow, back to the gym. Paul Francisco's right. You fucking hit the weights 6 days a week, I'm depressed less. I did get hit with one yesterday. It was after the dentist. You know what? I had pretty good teeth. Have had for a lot of years. Strong teeth, strong enamel. Is this a commercial? But I got some fucking troubles. I've had the goddamn receding gum lines for years, pockets, and now every time I go to the dentist, it's the same. They make it like this horror story, and I just say, guys, brush my teeth with the soft electric toothbrush you recommended twice daily, sometimes more. I use the water pick several times daily, and I floss at night and occasionally use mouthwash. There's only so much I can do, and I'm already doing it. And they used to always say, oh, we have to just keep an eye on it. But now they're saying, we got to do the deep cleaning, which maybe you've gotten. Apparently they juice your fucking gums up with some Novocaine injections and then get in there and just scrape the fuck out of the insides. Which, you know what? Sounds terrible. I guess if you're numbed up, you don't feel it. Do I want the gas? Yeah. I haven't been high or drunk on anything in over 2 years. And the gas is sounding appealing to me. I'm not thinking like, woo! Time to get fucked up. Let me put on Alice in Chains and retire to a fucking lazy boy chair. No, that's heroin. I'm thinking, that's true. That's the last time I listened to Alice in Chains. I think I was on heroin. Just kidding. I've never done it. Just kidding. You know I have. Wait a second. Do you know that? What am I talking about? And cut. No, I'm just thinking. I don't know. I'm a little bit horrified of this. And then they're talking about a periodontist. It's all this getting old shit, you know? Getting old. What happens? Your hair falls out or thins out. If you're not fucking really up on your diet, it becomes nearly impossible to keep your body in shape. And I'll tell you what, I work hard. I'm juicing now with the goddamn NutriBullet. I never buy bread. I try to avoid bread. And it still is difficult to keep weight off the fucking neck. Hard to keep the neck fat off here, to keep my cheeks from looking fat. I think that's part of being Polish. That's where we carry fat. I'm half Polish. The fucking gut, your fucking love handles, the inside of your thighs. You know, it's quite a reality. Oh, here's another car. Maybe he's gonna give me a middle finger. Maybe I'll be lucky and have 2 in one day. Whoa, what was that? You thought I got in an accident, but no, the phone just fell over. All right. This felt relatively pointless, and this is a way better angle. Now I know for next time. I'm not used to making long-form videos on my cell phone, but fuck it worked for today. Not anything else to say. I'm doing the recorded performance of the Forgotten Room radio show today, which I'm pretty stoked about. Taking a little trip to visit my cousin uncle, that's what I call him, in San Francisco, right outside a place called Walnut Creek. That's Friday. I don't want to leave my cats. I totally understand emotional support animals have to say, totally get it. But I gotta get away. Gotta get away, another way. The Nirvana song was that Territorial Pissings. When I was an alien, cultures were opinion. Gotta find a way, another way to get away. I gotta listen to that again. I'll do that on the road. Spotify. All these artists pulling their music from Spotify. Alright, fuck it. You stand for something, go ahead. You know, tell the world about it. I don't begrudge them. Do I pass a tiny bit of judgment about the whole thing? All these fucking artists who went to Woodstock, all these artists from the 60s who went to Woodstock who didn't want any fucking rules, and now they don't want free speech, whatever it is. Just saying. Sounds pretty funny to me. But the misinformation. Right. A very close friend of mine asked, who decides what is information and what is misinformation? And with that,